Hi, gang. Welcome back to part two of the reading. Mrs. Padme, Miss Padme, Miss Padme. Is it Miss? It's Anakin. Oh, wait. There he is. This is that one. But, like, he's bad about it. But then there's, like, the Force and the thing. And, it's a triangle. And he's got, like, two of them for some reason. And it's a misprint. But I've talked about it before. But which one's R2? Is that one R2? Or maybe, hey, there he is, R2. I'm a yes, and the Tanta I shall sleep. I shall cut you open and slice you open like a tauntaun and sleep inside you, yes. What? What did you say to me? The F did he say to me? Blip, blop, blubbity, blip. You just never want to trust the Samoan. Anyway, we're going to go for chapter 49, verse 7. We're coming out of the one about the Ammonites, and now we've got the judgment on Edom. So here we go. Let's do it. Do it, right? Yeah, all right. What do you think, Timmy? We got a little dodgeball thing? That's great. You're a dad that nobody even loves. Your parents don't love you. Yeah, I know. All right. It's a little inside crap, all right? I don't know. It's from some movie. Right? Well, right, Mo? All right. Judgment on Edom. Against Edom, thus says the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Taman? Has counsel perished from the prudent? Has their wisdom vanished? Flee, turn back. Dwell in the depths, O inhabitants of Dedan. For I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will punish him. If grape gatherers came to you, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, would they not destroy until they have enough? But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His descendants are plundered, his brethren and his neighbors, and he is no more. Leave your fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let your widows trust in me, in God. For thus says the Lord, for thus says Yahweh, behold, those whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunk. And are you the one who will altogether go unpunished? You shall not go unpunished, but you shall surely drink of it. For I have sworn by myself, says Yahweh, says the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse. And all its cities shall be perpetual wastes. I have heard a message from the Lord, and an ambassador has been sent to the nations. Gather together, come against her, and rise up to battle. For indeed I will make you small among nations, despised among men. Your fierceness has deceived you, the pride of your heart, O you who dwell in the clefts of the rock, who hold the height of the hill. Though you make your nest as high as the eagle, I will bring you down from there, says the Lord. Says God. God himself will bring you down. No, really, he likes to do it. Crocky, we got Norwegians, final. Edom also shall be in astonishment. Everyone who goes by it will be astonished and will hiss at all its plagues. As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and their neighbors, says God, no one shall remain there, nor shall a son of man dwell in it. Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the floodplain of the Jordan against the dwelling place of the strong. But I will suddenly make him run away from her. And who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? For who is like me? Who will arraign me? And who is that shepherd who will withstand me? God. Therefore, hear the counsel of God that he has taken against Edom, and his purposes that he has proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely God shall make their dwelling places desolate with them. The earth shakes at the noise of their fall. At the cry, its noise is heard at the Red Sea. Behold, he shall come up and fly like the eagle, and spread his wings over Basra. The heart of the mighty man of Edom in that day shall be like the heart of a woman in birth pangs. You got it. The usual. Well, at least for the latter day times, day of the Lord one, it's the usual. They seem to observe, even Jeremiah, why do I see all these people grabbing their loins in pain, they're giving birth? What's the deal? Dude, I don't know, but it ain't good. That's it. I mean, that's the whole thing against Edom. I'll read the last bit again and move on. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that he has taken against Edom, and therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he has taken against Edom, and his purposes that he has proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their dwelling places desolate with them. The earth shakes at the noise of their fall. At the cry, its noise is heard at the Red Sea. Behold, he shall come up and fly like the eagle, and spread his wings over Basra. The heart of the mighty man of Edom in that day shall be like the heart of a woman in birth pangs. Birth pangs. Like the heart of a woman in birth pangs. Damascus. Oh, the glory of Syria, right? Judgment on Damascus. Here we go. Against Damascus. Hamath and Arpad are shamed, for they have heard bad news. They are faint-hearted. There is trouble on the sea. It cannot be quiet. Damascus has grown feeble. She turns to flee, and fear has seized her. Anguish and sorrows have taken her like a woman in labor. Why is the city of praise not deserted? The city of my joy. Therefore her young men shall fall in her streets, and all the men of war shall be cut off in that day, says God. I will kindle a fire in the wall of Damascus, and it shall consume the palaces of Ben-Hadad. Just some guy from 1st, 2nd Kings there, right? With the Elijah one, I think, with the Tishbin or whatever his name is. Judgment on Kedar and Hazar. Against Kedar and against the kingdoms of Hazar, which Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, shall strike. Thus says the Lord. Like that one, which by now Nebuchadnezzar is surely stricken. About that place. Thus says the Lord. Arise, go up to Kedar, and devastate the men of the east. Their tents and their flocks they shall take away. They shall take for themselves their curtains, all their vessels, and their camels. All their vessels and their camels. And if they got cars, why not? And they shall cry out to them. Fear is on every side. Flee, get far away. Dwell in the depths, O inhabitants of Hazor, says the Lord. For Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, has taken counsel against you, and has conceived a plan against you. Arise, go up to the wealthy nation that dwells securely, says the Lord, which has neither gates nor bars, dwelling alone. Their camels shall be for booty, and the multitude of their cattle for plunder. I will scatter to all winds those in the farthest corners, and I will bring their calamity from all its sides, says God. Hazor shall be a dwelling for jackals, a desolation forever. No one shall reside there, nor son of man dwell in it. This is the last one before the Babylon bit. Judgment on Elam. This one's curious because the word of the Lord that came to Jeremiah the prophet against Elam in the beginning of the reign of Zedekiah, king of Judah, saying, "Thus says the Lord of hosts," right? Because if you notice, all of the previous things I have read to you were all from a vision or a word of the Lord, actually, whenever that is. I think it is different. It's not a vision, it's the word of the Lord. But it's all continuous from chapter 47, this judgment on Philistia, the word of the Lord that came to Jeremiah the prophet against the Philistines before Pharaoh attacked Gaza. That's when God filled him in on all the stuff I have just read to you, right? Then there's like one other one from a different time, but he thinks to include it, right? And then there's the Babylon one, and they review the fall of Jerusalem, which, of course, Nebuchadnezzar and Babylon did to Jerusalem. And that's how it ends. Then you get Lamentations, and like there's like something in like 3rd Maccabees about maybe he like took the ark and like hid it maybe, but like whether that's true or not, I don't think you're gonna actually find it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like I don't want to worry about that. You know what I mean? So I'll do another clip after this for 50, 51, and then maybe, like, obviously I'll just tack on 52. It's real quick. And that seems like the easier way to go, so then I don't split up the Babylon one. But that's just my theory. This will be like a 15-minute clip, because we're on 13 minutes. We got like a minute left, maybe 2. But this is a little bit different, because it's a different, quick, very quick. And Elam, what's Elam? Well, I'll try and figure it out and tell you on the back end, in the next clip. In the next clip. Savvy? Judgment on Elam. The word of the Lord that came to Jeremiah the prophet against Elam in the beginning of the reign of Zedekiah, king of Judah, saying, Thus says the Lord of hosts, Behold, I will break the bow of Elam, the foremost of their might. Against Elam I will bring the 4 winds from the 4 quarters of heaven, and scatter them toward all those winds. There shall be no nations where the outcasts of Elam will not go. For I will cause Elam to be dismayed before their enemies, and before those who seek their life. I will bring disaster upon them, my fierce anger, says the Lord, and I will send the sword after them, until I have consumed them. I will set my throne in Elam, and will destroy from there the king and the princes, says the Lord, says God. I will set my throne in Elam, and will destroy from there the king and the princes, says the Lord. But it shall come to pass in the latter days, I will bring back the captives of Elam, says God. Now, what's Elam, preciouses? I have no idea. But whatever it is, I don't know, but probably ain't good, right? I mean, the usual. All right, see ya.